Hey guys, Higgy Pop here. Thanks for joining me, man. Thank you very much. It means a lot, man. You guys are the best, and I mean it, man. I need you guys to cheer me up today, man. All this rain has been bringing me down. Don't bring me down. I'm serious. I'm low. I'm lower than whale poop. But yeah, it affects everything. Ain't my mood. I'm not funny. My wife says I'm not funny anyways. But I am. I think I am funny, man. I don't know. People have opinions. Hold on a second. Let me stop. Let me get this. Hold on. Hawkman at the Hawksnest. Hey, it's E.L. O'Brien. Plastic Man. What's up, brother? What do you say there, Plas? Yeah, I'm a little down today, man. I don't know what it is. Hey, you're funny, man. You are a funny guy. Am I funny? You think I'm funny? Really, man? Come on. Be serious, man, for once. You think I'm funny? All right, man. That means a lot, brother. All right, man. Stay loose. All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Read your comments. Make you smart. Oh, that's all. I just need a little reassurance. Thank you, Plastic Man. I tell you what, man. I went to an estate sale. Right in this blown out brick building downtown New Haven. It was crazy. All nice houses. Then right across the street, it was like something like a nuclear bomb went off. I mean, if you're on a car tour, you'd be like, yes, if you look to the right of your vehicle, that is New Genesis. And if you look to the left, that is where the mole people live. I mean, this place had a leaky roof, and there's like homeless people outside and stuff. I was like, whoa. But look what I found. Wait till you see it. Holy mackerel. This changes everything. Isn't this great? Oh my God, look at it, it's great. Yeah, this is funny. I mean, you could do so many things with this. You could really startle someone. I wake up my wife in the morning, I'm like, you know what they call a fart that really startles someone? A fartle. Yeah, man, check that out. Yeah, so I was very happy to get this. And the guy told me that was running the estate sale. He goes, oh, you like comics? I says, yes, I do. He goes, some guy came here at 6 a.m, man. He was from New York. He bought all the comics for $1,000 and left. I said, what color is this car? And where? Give me some directions because I'm going to go get him. But he said no. And I found this. Savage Sword of Conan. This is issue number 99. And I did not have this one. I did not have it. So, there you go, man. I was happy to have it. And I actually read this story before. Look at that. Look at Conan. He's like, hey, how are you? Yeah. So, in high school, in school, I was always the class clown. So, people said I was funny. The normal stuff class clowns do. A couple pops from the mouth. Or when the teacher bends over, you go, you're like, Mr. Higgins, what? I'm like, sir, call me Higgy, right? And high school stuff, high school pranks, good stuff. Hold on, let me adjust my camera here. I got it right here. Yeah. So, and then but I just didn't like learning. I'm like, I'm not learning. I just wasn't not applying myself. And I don't get invited to the high school reunions. I told you guys this. And the girl that runs the high school reunions, she's best friends with my wife. Her name is Jackie. I call her Wacky Jackie. Because, you know why? Because she... I'm back. Because when I was in high school, I hit her in the head with a water balloon. That's why. She holds a grudge. It was me and my friend Eddie. We left lunch early. We're like, hee. I go up to the third floor, at the top of the staircase, fill up this giant water balloon, and then everyone comes out of the lunchroom, and they're on the first floor, and I see them way down there, 3 floors down. I go, hey! And it was Jackie, this girl Vicky, and this girl Stacy, and they go, what? I go, ha-ha! And they're like, wow! And they go, Boosh! And I was like, ha ha ha! And I ran. I went to my history class, right? Mr. Gambardella, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm not learning! And all of a sudden, no. And there's the principal, and there's Jackie. With her hair all wet, her shirt's all wet. She goes, it was Jimmy Higgins! And I was like, huh? I was like, what? Where? When? And then they're like, That's what they did. That's what they did to me. So, I know what you guys are looking at. Not me. You're looking at that. That is awesome. So what we're going to do is we are going to play yeah. Unknown comic! Can you guess it? Unknown comic! I'm gonna give you a hint. Unknown comic! Can you guess it? It's an unknown comic. Can you guess it? Boom! Go ahead, guess it. All right? This is what we got. This is a book from, what's it from? It's from 1973. And I'm going to tell you this. This is what I'm going to tell you so far. All right? This is what I know. It's a first appearance. No one crazy. But it is a first appearance. Legit. Jerry Conway wrote it. And guess who's on the cover? I would have to say Mr. John Romita and Gaspar Saladino. Yeah, that's right. And it's a first appearance, all right? 73. Marvel. All right? Famous title. All right? Take it from there. Let me show you what I got at this, where is this thing? Where's all that stuff? So, I picked these up at the estate sale because the guy took all the comics from me. Loser. These are Italiano. Oh, these are Italian books. This is Secret Agent number 6. Oh, hey, yo, how you doing? Hey, Kappa, why do you say that, Kappa? I grabbed 12 of these. And on the back, they're numbered. And it's the Yellow Kid comic art. Sounds a little racy to me, but I'm not going to look deep into it. I'm here for the art. All right? So, these are in Italian. Thank you, Metarog. I asked Metarog, I said, is this Spanish or Italian? He said, this is Italian, you dum-dum. I said, whoa, bro. Yeah, so high school. Me no learn. No. But, yeah, I mean, I get my graded papers back. I mean, they were so red. I mean, it's all the correction marks. It looked like OJ's driveway. I was like, whoa. Yo, I was like, teacher, give me a break, will you? Called it high school for a reason. Back in the day, everyone was all little hitting the old jazz cabbage. You know? I remember the principal came up to me. How high are you? I said, no, sir. It's like this. It's a hi, how are you? He's like, go to my office. I'll meet you there. And there we go. Here's another one. There you go. They're cool, man. What do you say there, Chiefy? I don't know. Okay, Clancy, take the boys. Let's head around the house. And boom. Yeah. And here you go. Yeah, I wasn't that bright. I had Spanish class. So, yeah. And I'm not good at, I think soy milk is I am milk. So I'm not good at Spanish. The only thing in Spanish I know is, I already told you, mi madre no me permite pagar mucho por esta muffler. That means I'm not allowed to pay a lot for this muffler. My mother says I'm not allowed to pay a lot for this muffler. That's what that means. So these are fun. And if anyone wants these, let me know. I asked Metarog, and he's playing hard to get. He's holding out for something better. I know you are, Roger. And these are cool, man. I think they go up to like 50 issues. And Secret Agent number 9, man. X9. So, why not? So, now I go in the second alarm. No, I go in the second alarm like this. I'm like this. Everyone's like, oh, I was like, guys. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you guys. Sometimes I put both legs in at the same time. Now, when that happens, I know it's going to be a good day, man. It's going to be a good day. So, I got this on Free Comic Book Day. This is Conan, Scourge of the Serpent. Yeah, it was a good story. Great art. But they have Brule the Spear Slayer from Call, and they're trying to meld these timelines together again. Just stick to the basics, man. Crush our enemies. And I got the JSA. This is called the Whiny Bunch. All they do is whine, these JSAers nowadays. They killed Wildcat. Way to go, DC! Ran out of 9 lives there. And all they do is go, wah, 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 the whole comic. They cry. Meanwhile, Hawkman is trapped in another dimension. Let's not get Hawkman. No, let's cry. So, but this, I'm glad I stuck with this. This is a great story. They're doing great. Captain Atom. When a couple months ago, DC has some sort of crazy storyline where everyone got their powers. They lost their powers or got them mixed up, and he has everyone's powers, and he could put them back into people and all this stuff. And so he's super powerful. So Ray Palmer, the Atom, and the other Atom, Roy Choi, and they were doing experiments on him in some facility, and then they come and grab him. They try to grab Captain Atom, and they take him away. They in and out, real quick mission. And it turns out it was the Legion of Doom. The Legion of Doom. Yeah. And absolute Superman. Crazy, man. Totally violent for Superman. I mean, I never saw this kind of violence in a Superman comic in my life. I'm trying to figure out, this is like some sort of Brainiac. Some sort of version of Brainiac that was just meant to die off, but it kept on living, and it has the personality of like Ra's al Ghul or something. I think that's what they're trying to tell me. Me, no bright. I try to figure out. So yeah, I don't know. And it's crazy. High school was brutal. Imagine when I was a junior in high school, I couldn't wait to be a senior. Now that I'm 51, I don't want to be a senior all that much. I just pump the brakes, will you? So then, this one guy, they're called Omega soldiers or something. And this Brainiac goes in there and starts killing him. Whompin and stompin. One guy, he shrunk the guy's skin. The guy's like, ah! They're like, what's the matter with you? I have no skin! And then the other guy, he made him spit out his own bones. He's like, I was like, wow. Yeah. And then the other guy's like, what's the matter with you? I have no muscles. He's like, I was like, wow, that's violent. So, this is crazy. Good story. Resurrection Man. Quantum Karma. Chameleon. Yeah. Yep. So, there you go, man. Love it. So, it was crazy. So, there is something I want to talk about. It's one thing I need to talk about, all right? Seeing how we went over some Italian books. You want to know my favorite paisan? Is Gigi Cusimano. Oh! You're like, Higgs, who's Gigi Cusimano? I'll tell you. They call her Chief Cusimano. She is head of the Science Police in Legion of Superheroes. Did you know that? Did you know that? Oh, yeah, man. Those Legionnaires, they're the best. They're the best. And they, she actually dated Sunboy. That's right. And she was skiing one day with, Colossal, what was his name? Colossal Boy. You know, Gim. And he, a meteorite landed and gave Gim his colossal powers. Yeah. But she excelled in training, right? She is, I'll show you. Let me just show you what I got at Harvey's. I'm going to jump right to the chase here, man. I got the official Legion of Superheroes Index. All right? This is, it goes 1 through 5. All right? This is issue 1. All right? Issue 1. I still have a box to show you from Harvey's, man. I'm so wild about Harvey! And, so this is issue number 1. This is the Legion of Superheroes Index. And I don't think I had these. I never did a video on Legion, I don't think yet. I don't know. I pride my Legion collection. Here's issue number 2, Illustrated Index. All right. So Sleepy and a Quacking Duck leave me a message last night. And all I hear is Quacking Duck go, Gigi Casamano! Oh! I'm like, this girl speaks my language. And, here we go. Here we go, Quacking Duck. Here we go. Here's issue number 3. And a lot of these covers are done by like Giordano and stuff. Let me see here. Let me see. I like that little emblem in the side there. Andrew Nolan, Pharaoh Lad. Pharaoh Lad. He's Pharaoh. And, so, let's see what else we got here. This is issue number 5. 1 through 5. All right. And, Hawk Dog is such a good boy. And if he was a Legionnaire, he'd be called Good Boy. That's what he'd be called. You know, there was a Legionnaire, right, who was Catholic. They called him Altar Boy. So now I have Who's Who in the Legion of Superheroes, 1 through 7. Issue number 1. Yep. And there's a Legionnaire they never talk about either. He loves milk. They call him Cowboy. Yeah. There's issue number 2. Look at that. Look at that. And there's a Legionnaire that he's always angry. They call him Mad Lad. Yeah. Here's issue number 3. The definitive guide to the 30th century's greatest heroes. Issue number 3. And issue number 4 of 7. I have the Who's Who of the Teen Titans. I do. Here's issue number 6. Let's see here. This is where... Here's issue number 5. 5. All right. This is where Gigi Casamano is. I'll find her. Under Science. The Science Police. Let's find her. Because... it's so funny that Sleepy and Quacking Duck called me last night and mentioned this because I remember when I was a kid, I first came across Gigi, right? When I was a kid, I called her Gigi, right? And I kept on saying, I go, Gigi, 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 Gigi. I was like, I was like, Quagmire. And my mom says, I'll stick it up your Gigi. I remember her telling me to stick it up my Gigi. Here is, they call her Chief Casamano. Oh! She's like, oh, look at me. Yep. And here's issue number 6 of 7. Who's Who in the Legion. And here's number 7. Look at all those guys. Come on. Come on. Look at this. They did let me take a high school yearbook picture, all right? So this is what that reminds me of. So there you go. There you go. So let me go through. Let me finish going through. Oh, so I finished reading this. All right. This is Team Zero. All right. And it has what's this guy's name? I forgot. I can't remember. Anyways, this was great. Chuck Dixon wrote it, and Deathblow is the reoccurring character, and they just put him in different timelines and give him a story. And the only problem with this book was all the characters they were drawn. They all look alike. They all gave him all these nicknames like Shrapnel, Deathblow, Archie Farcinero, Hubcap, Louis the Lips. I mean, they all looked alike. You know, it's crazy. And they're fighting the Germans. The Germans, da! And yeah. So there you go, man. It was a good story. What they wanted, they had to go. They flew them in, and they had to steal all the German scientists. Da! You know, the Einstein type. So it's like a Project Paperclip. They wanted all the rocket scientists, and like the Einsteiners. You know, Einstein. He was a smart guy, but his brother Frankie was a monster. Frankenstein, terrible guy, terrible. Everyone always says, I talk about my time machine. I'd go back in time. All right. When you get your time machine working, would you go back in time and kill Hitler when he's a baby? No, man, I can't do that. I know it's Hitler, but I'm a father. I don't kill babies. When he's a punky teenager, I'd love to slap the crap out of him. Oh, these teenagers, they think they know everything. I'd be like, shut up, will you? Hey, get out of here. He'd be like, whatever. I'm like, come here, Hitler. I'll slap that mustache off your face. I'll slap the fur right off your lips. So listen, when I went to my aunt's house for Easter, right? She goes, oh, Jimmy, how you doing? I said, call me Higgy. She goes, I was going to throw these out, but I want you to have them. I said, never throw a comic book out. These are in rough shape. And I said, thank you. That's what I did. My Aunt Penny, all right? And there she wrote on it, because I hate to tell her, my Aunt Penny, she's an Ugats. She wrote on it, Penny Kake. See that? But this is Classics Illustrated, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. Hey, Verne! Yep, number 47. Boom. Look at that. They are in rough shape, and I love them. I love them. So, she knew I'll take them, because I'm a hoarder. I'm a hoarder, man. Yeah. People throw this stuff in the trash. To me, it's treasure. Yeah. Just like when my dad told me I was adopted, he told me, he goes, one man's treasure is another man's, garbage. You know what I'm saying? He goes, they're going to throw you out. But I took you home. I polished you up. I said, thanks, Dad. And I picked this one up from her. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Issue number 15. He said, who there? Who? This one is in rough shape. And I picked The Prince and the Pauper, issue number 29. And there she is, practicing her penmanship. That's cursive. All right. And, yeah. I'll take anything, man. I guess I am a hoarder, yeah. I once dated a hoarder. Oh, my God. Anne, that was her name. She was a hoarder, yeah. I got dumped by her. I got dumped by a hoarder. Yeah. That hurt, man. That hurt. Apparently, a hoarder. Apparently, she dumped me, I guess I'm the only thing she could get rid of. Imagine, that's how low I was, guys. Guys! This came out in 1946. He was picking up sticks. And look at this one. A Midsummer's Night's Dream by William Shakespeare. Shakespeare. Issue number 87. I don't know if you heard of that guy. All right. And A Tale of Two Cities. Issue number 6. Boom. Thank you, Aunt Penny. Happy Keister. All right. And I picked this up as Second Alarm, baby. Woo! Yeah. Brett Blevins did all the art in this. The Dark Crystal, a Marvel Super Special. This is number 24. Jim Henson's Epic Fantasy. Look at that. This one, the cover does get detached at moments. Yeah. Yeah. Brett Blevins worked on, not a lot. He worked on the New Mutants. That's what he worked on. Sleepwalker. Remember that series by Marvel? And so David Kraft was the writer. Vince Colletta did the inks. And, yeah, he worked on Sleepwalkers. What do you call a nun that sleepwalks? A Roman Catholic. Yeah, yeah. And, but this was a great, great movie from my past, man. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And, this was great, just great shows, man. My dad never would let me watch cool stuff, but I think we sat down and watched this one. He'd lay on the couch with the remote, and we had to watch what he wanted to watch. That's how it was back in the day. Yeah, one thing I gotta thank him. He used to watch Taxi. Remember Taxi? Great show. Okay, dog. Great. The only bad thing about Taxi, I have to say, is Tony Danza. What a loser. He's a loser. Everyone else on that show was awesome. Jim was the best. Okay, dog, boss. Tony Danza. I'm gonna go to Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm gonna go pee-pee on his on the star. I am. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Tony Danza, who's the boss now?" And I picked this up. This was in a facsimile. Facsimile. Yeah. Yes. So, but great movies back in the day. I loved 80s movies. The cheesier, the better. They were funny, man. My boy Mannequin Skywalker. Look at here he is. He's gonna be in the next DC superhero movie, The Brave and the Bald. Yeah, good job, man. He landed the role. Yeah, good job, Mannequin Skywalker, everyone. And so I got this. That was great. Do you know what actress is always ready to make a cereal commercial? Do you? Reese Witherspoon. And this is Free Comic Book Day. Mark Spears' Monsters. This was fun. This was a good read. Very awesome art. All right. Some spooky clown. I don't like clowns. Gotta say it. And this was a good story. Superman All In. All right. Superman Unlimited. And someone else takes over the newspaper. And ba-ba-ba. And ba-ba-bee. Boo-boo-boo. And ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And da-da-da-dee. And then turns into... He goes to the Justice League satellite. Looks like a big inner tube out in the space. Looking good. And boom, boom. He goes to kill a meteorite that's headed for Earth. And you know what happens? It's loaded with kryptonite. Bum, bum, bum. And there's a second story in the back. And it is Gotham City. That's Batman being grumpy. All right. And da-da-da. There's Wonder Woman. So this was a good read. And I got The Phantom free comic book day. I'm the Phantom. That's me and Hawk Dog. In action, baby. In action. Yeah. And check this out, guys. Guys, don't get jealous. Green Lantern. Issue number 43. Hal, my pal. Ring my bell. Issue number 43. March of 66. Hal was picking up sticks. That is actually... Major Disaster. That's what he looked like. He had those boots. These boots were made for walking. That's what they're gonna do. Crazy costume. And there's the Flasher. Yeah. That's what I call this guy at work, Major Disaster. Because he is. He is, yeah. He's got a little weight problem. I call him the last chair bender. Yeah, that's mean, but it's funny. I had to say it. Yeah. And So then he started trying to make fun of me. So I said, come on now. I said, you're bigger than that. Yeah, so. Then he tried making fun of me. Because speaking of funny costumes, he goes, look at you. Look at your socks. You got one black sock and one white sock. I said, that's all right. I said, at home I got a pair of the same kind. Black and white. See? What's your point? So this is the first appearance of Major Disaster, everyone. All right? And the catastrophic crime of Major Disaster. Gardner Fox and Gil Kane! Insane in the membrane! Insane in the brain! Awesome, man. Look at the go-go checks. Rod! Hot Rod! Comic Book Memories was fantastic. Shannon the Bass Cannon. Guys. You saw this one. Booyah! Issue number 13. 12. Mike Sekowsky and Murphy Anderson on the cover. The first appearance of Dr. Light. This is a video of first appearances. Let's get back to the Unknown Comic. All right. This is an Amazing Spider-Man comic. What issue? What issue is it? I want to know. All right. I'll tell you what's going on. It's been 10 days since Gwen Stacy died. All right. So Peter's all like, wah! What do I do? Get yourself together. What is it? It's the first appearance of someone. Huh? Think. Yeah. So, this is great. They should just slap the fur right off of this guy's teeth. Dr. Light. What a goober. He's always picking on the Teen Titans. Pick on someone your own age. You know? I'll slap his teeth out. You know, why did they missed a great opportunity for calling why do they call teeth dentures, you know? They should call them substitutes. They blew it. So it turns out I got this at Harvey's and I already have it. Issue number 5, Inhumans. More human than Inhumans. And Rich Buckler on the cover, June of '76. Oh yeah. Yeah, voices from Galaxy's End. Writers Doug Mensch, Gil Kane, and Vince Colletta inside. Got Black Bolt, Crystal, Medusa, Gorgon, Triton, Karnak, and Lockjaw, the big dog. Yeah. They fight Shatterstar. And but they take people hostage, and then Black Bolt surrenders. He gives himself up. That was a great read. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ooh, I love these, man. Marvel Classic Comics, issue number 1. Boom. Covered by Dan Atkins. This came out in '76. The art inside is by Nestor Redondo. Classic story. And Nestor Redondo he's a Filipino artist. I think let's see, he died in like 1995, but he was great, man. He worked on Savage Sword a little bit. That's right. And so that kid at the gas station, he's crazy, man. So the other day, I just go in there. His name is Rob, right? So I go in there. He's like, he calls me Mr. Comic Book Guy. That's what he calls me. So I go in there. I said, "Hey, Robert," and he goes, "Rob. Don't call me Robert. Rob." So I'm getting coffee. And he goes, "Rob." I go, Rob, Rob, We were doing this for about 5 minutes. I'm paying him. He goes, "Rob." I go, and I'm leaving. He goes, "Rob." I go, I come in the door. I go, I do it every day now. I'm going to drive him crazy. I said, "Roberto, Rob, So I'm very good at annoying people. So I'm going to go in there next time. I'm going to go, "Roberto." And check this out, man. Metal Men, issue number 35. Booyah. Yeah, Mike Sikowski on the cover. January of 69. Back in the summer of 69. Do you know how frogs fasten sheet metal together? With rivets. Yeah. The Metal Men. You know there's a metal basketball player? Yeah, he's called LeBron's. You know, when I was growing up, there was a special ed class, and they formed a metal band. They were called Syndrome of the Down. They were a very good band. They rocked. Yeah. Yeah. You know what Santa Claus's favorite metal band is? Slayer. All right. This one goes out to my man, Ron Foss. Adventure Comics, issue number 450. Aquaman. Hail and farewell, hero. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Aquaman. Jim Aparo, obviously. April 77. There's a Manhunter from Mars story in the second story. Boom. Awesome. Awesome. Let me look at this. Come on. Look at this. Is Aquaman. This is Aquaman. Not that guy that looks like Lobo. You know? That guy's getting on my nerves too. Doesn't Mr. Kubert and Aquaman, don't they match? He's got his green headband and he's orange. Isn't he great? Mr. Kubert! You all right? He's all right. He's all right. All right. I digress. And speaking of great movies from the 80s, Kroll! Oh my God, what a movie! The Cyclops! Fantastic! Oh man. Oh man. So, Rob, So this came out in November of 83. And this is awesome. And yeah, man. These guys were great in this movie. The way they dressed, they look like space pirates, you know? Yar! I was out with Hawkwoman the other night. She wore these crazy high heels. And then one of them broke. And she looked like a pirate. She was like this. Like she had a peg leg. She only had one high heel. She was like walking around like this. I was like, "Yar, me lady." And so, Rob, I had a friend growing up. His name was Robert Hughes. Yeah. He's like, "Jim." And he's like, "Can I have a nickname?" I said, "For Robert Hughes." And Hughes always had a lot of problems. So I just called him Ish Hughes. And just like that girl, the girl that was a hoarder that dumped me, Ann, she was always on her phone, man. I couldn't even hang out with her. She's just on her phone. She goes, "Jim, I want a nickname." I said, "Ann, I want a nickname." I said, "All right, Ann." I called her Android. Dell Comics. Mountain Men. Ben Bowie and his Mountain Men. And there's another Ugatz. Someone was practicing their penmanship. This is number 7. Look at that painted cover. Yeah! Woo! He's like, "Round him up!" Yeah! Look at that, man. This came out in 56. Picking up sticks. Man, I wish I knew how to draw horses. I do. I just can't do it. Look at that coonskin cap. Oh, yeah, man. Awesome. Looks like, it looks like Stan Lee's. The toupee, you get it? Yo, guys, we got a new popa. La popa. Oh man, that happened quick. Boom. Wow. It's so funny. My brother, one of my brothers, not the Colorado kid, my brother Billy, he told me how to say, read your comics to make you smart in Latin. This is how it is. It goes, Lege tua pictora comicorum illa te facit calidum. Read your comics to make you smart. Huh? Latin. Oh, yeah. I learned Latin from watching Johnny Dangerously, another great 80s movie. Remember when Johnny Dangerously, they're going to walk him to the electric chair? He goes, are you ready, son? Yes, father. They're like, Johnny Dangerously, we got the priest you requested. And the guy comes in and he's reading. They're walking him to the electric chair. He's like, Domingus opus nabisco, sagnum cum laude, magnum cum laude, radios tu laude, semper fidelis, high fidelis, omnibus. They missed the bus. We missed the bus. When is the next bus? Magnum Carta, Master Charger. Classic. This is great. And I got this at Harvey's. Issue number 12, Amazing Adventures, the original X-Men. There's a little feather Wingfoot. Boom. And I got Ghost Manor. Charlton, we're doing the Charlton. Do. This is issue number 31, Ghost Manor. This came out in 76. This is probably like volume 3 or something. There's this is crazy. These covers are great. Some of them I try to get, with like, it all depends on who's on the cover, but I love them anyways. I'm getting a lot of these. I'm trying to put these together. Boom, Ghost Manor. I was working today, and there was just some crazy, you see all kinds of people, man. This cat lady out in the street talking to her cats, having a full-on conversation talking to her cat, like it understands her. When I came home, I told Hawk Dog all about it. He's like, and I'm not sure, I may have this one. This is great. Strange Sports, issue number 2. Cuckoo Cachoo. He's riding a big old dinosaur. That's silly. This guy, they're karate chopping on the moon. Oh, yeah. My favorite Legionnaire is Karate Kid. Take It to the Bank. That's one of the first videos I did was the Karate Kid series. Memories on the corner of my eye. And this guy's playing tennis with a robot. You don't think it's a robot because they're playing tennis with a grenade, and he has to win. He has this crazy tennis instructor that they made him play with a grenade. So he's like, I don't want to kill the guy I'm playing against, but then he does, and the grenade goes off, and it was just a robot. Nah, no problems. So imagine riding a lizard, giant lizard. What do you call a lizard that does comedy? A stand-up chameleon. Yeah. So now that I say, if that dinosaur loses the race, they're not going to turn him into glue like a horse. Yeah. I just heard Beckerman's ears perk up. I said glue. Calm down, Beckerman. So that was fun. And Doctor Strange, issue number 7. They call him Doctor Strange. Yes. And Demon Fever, this one's called. Gene Colan does the art inside. And the cover's by Gil Kane and John Romita. Yep. So, boom. My doctor is a jerk. I just waste my time. Every year, got to get a physical. I go there. It's the same thing. He's like, pokes and prods. He does dirty things to me. And he's like, yeah, you look great. He just looks at me from a distance. Yeah, you're doing good. And Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen. Who are they? Why did they do this to you? Actually, you look at this camera setup, the way it's drawn, you think, oh, that's Jack Kirby. Nope, Mike Sekowsky. Yep, The Double-Edged Sword by Mike Sekowsky. And this all has to do with Darkseid's inner gang. Classic. I loved Jimmy Olsen at this time. Good stuff. Superboy, issue number 134. Okay, class, today I'll teach you how to do the 3 R's, running, wrecking, and ripping. Whoa. Those are the 3 R's. Way to go, Superboy. And the R inside is by George Pep. George Pep. George Pep is one of the guys I drove crazy at work. He had to leave, and he quit, and he went out in stress first, and then left because of me. because I kept on saying his name like Michael Pep, Michael Pep. Just like I'm gonna have the kid at the gas station quit because I go, he goes Rob. I go Ert, Rob, Ert. So there you go. So Crypto's first romance is the second story. I love these Crypto stories. Crypto, man, he has tough time dating too, just like me, man. I tried my best. I'd be at a club, right? Yep, and a girl, she'd be like, me and my friend would be at the club. I'd be trying to chill. I'd be like this. I'd be at the club. Me and my buddy. A girl would come over. She'd be like, "You want to dance?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Go over there and dance. I want to talk to your friend." I was like, "All right." That's how it went for me. I did this for Roger Metarog because he loves this. He appreciates a good fork joke. And so there's Superboy. Superboy, issue number... I need my glasses. My specs. I remember... okay. Issue number 181. All right. Bob Brown and Kurt Swan is on the cover. Bob Brown does the art inside. Mysterious Voyager and Super Marriage of the Super Flop. Bob Brown. 2 awesome Superboy stories. I got reading glasses when I was in the 3rd grade. Mrs. Riccio was my teacher. So I got these glasses. I didn't need glasses. They thought I couldn't see the board. That's why I was a dum-dum. So I'm the first person in my town to get glasses. I mean, no kids had glasses. And the class starts and she goes, "Jim, would you come up to the front of the class? Class, Jim has something to show everyone." I go with my checkered plaid pants. "All right, Jim, show everyone." I'm like, everyone's like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Shut up!" Mrs. Riccio. And Adventure Comics, issue number 395. I already have this one. Anyone wants it, let me know! I do not have this one. Submariner. He's angry. He's on the roids. He went crazy. You know who he's fighting in this? The whole military. My gosh. Roy Thomas and Ross Andrew. July of 68. I love it. Classic. And I got the Savage Submariner. Issue number 69. I know my man Shannon, Solid Force Band, has all of these. March of 74. Close the door. March of 74, I was 1 year old. And I was crushing it out there, guys. I started my law practice. And I was doing great. But then someone comes with, "Sir, I know you're a month old, but you need a license to practice law." I said, "Wah, wah, wah." It was all downhill from there. And so there's a value stamp in here. Brother Voodoo. The voodoo that you do. Yep. And there's our man, Spider-Man. Back to the Unknown comic. It is this amazing Spider-Man comic from 1973. Okay? It's a first appearance. And Gwen Stacy has been dead for 10... Let's see. She's been dead, for like 10 days, all right? And it is... Let's see. It has to do with... It has a certain way to do with J. Jonah Jameson, all right? It has something to do with J. Jonah Jameson, this first appearance. Think. Wonder Woman! She's a big chick. Woo! Yeah, covered by Ross Andrew. This came out in August of 80. She looks like a lady. Go! And Jose Delbo. I hurt my Delbo. And Vince Coletta on the art. And Rebirth on Paradise Island. What happens when Wonder Woman cries? She smudges her mascara. Yeah, she does. Where does Wonder Woman buy all the stuff she needs? Amazon. Yeah. What does Wonder Woman put on before she goes to bed? Pajamazons. All right, man. There you go. I did not have this one. This is issue number 270. Boom. And Amazing Adventures, issue number 9. I have this one. Black Bolt and the Inhumans. The Madness of Magneto. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Issue number 2. I have this one too. So if anyone needs to shore up their Inhumans and Amazing Adventures, I have these. Now, the mighty Thor, have at thee. I sealed up a bunch of holes in my Thor run. Check this out. Issue number 208. Boom. When my left hand touches you, you freeze. Do the hokey pokey. Awesome covers, man. Look at that art, man. Isn't that great? Awesome. Issue number 209. The Day the Deadly Druid. Keep back, mates. Look at that. That's the Deadly Druid. He's just throwing around like a rag doll. And it's a beauty, too. Issue number 210. Hellfire and the Hammer. Never shall such as thee prevail against the god of thunder. Remember Thundar the Barbarian? Fantastic. Ariel, Ukla, ride! Demon dogs. Die, wizard. Issue number 216. This is it. The final battle with the 4D Man. Boom. 4D Man. Covers by Gil Kane and John Romita. And Gaspar Saladino. Yes. And Volstagg is in this. Volstagg has a funny line. He goes, by my hag wife's cursed glare. Easy, Volstagg, man. And that's not how you talk to your wife, Volstagg, you know? Me and Hawkwoman had a big argument. We're watching Hawk Baby, right? I do everything right, man. I do everything right. I do. I get the crib. I get the stroller. I get the car seat. She starts arguing with me because I forgot the baby. Everything's negative with her. I'm telling you. But this is great. I keep a picture of Hawkwoman in my wallet. It reminds me why I have no money in there. Issue number 218. Boom! 5 Planets of Death. Look at that. Isn't that a great cover, man? Awesome. Rich Buckler on that sucker. John Buscema is doing all the art in these inside. December of 75. The Asgardian Starjammers, they have this thing. It's a Starjammer. That's what they fly around in. And it has proton sails. It's awesome, bro. I want one. Yeah. And another thing, I argue with a Hawkwoman now, and I keep forgetting. We have a doorbell camera now. She sees everything I do, man. I keep forgetting about it. We'll be arguing. Yeah, well, you smell. And I gotta leave. I go out the front door, and when I get out the door, I start going. She's like, she calls me. I see you. I was like, ah. Yes. You know, we need a doorbell camera. Yeah, it's a lot of high crime activity in this area. Come on now. You know why the burglar, they found him kicking in his own door? He was working from home that day. All right. Issue number 219. Look at this stuff, man. Isn't that great? John Buscema on the cover. A Galaxy Consumed. Look at that. Isn't that great? I missed the Thor. My favorite Thor villains was the Wrecking Crew. Man, the Wrecker with his crowbar. He had an enchanted crowbar. Yeah. Yes. You know, before the crowbar was invented, crows used to drink at home. Poor crows. All right, issue number 221. My pal, Hercules. Boom. Have at thee. Yes. John Buscema and John Romita on the cover. You like Romita Collidas? 2 of my Marvel favorites, man. Hercules and Thor. And Hercules enraged. So what happens is they're surrounded by the gods. Ares is making everyone angry, and then Thor gets deceived by Pluto, and they're fighting each other. It's just crazy. Issue number 222. 222. Battle at the gates of hell. You're gonna burn in hell. Gil Kane on the cover. And so they fight Ares to get into hell. So hell's scary. I wouldn't go in there. No, guys. No. Mm-mm. You know what's scarier than hell? I mean, skydiving, that's scary. Hell, that's scary. You know what's scarier? Being invited to someone's house and finding and at the last minute finding out that the toilet doesn't work. You go to their bathroom and you're like, wow. And all of a sudden, you're like, whoops. We have a problem. Guys, don't go in that bathroom for like a month. Issue number 224. This is the day of the Destroyer. Boom. Action-packed, baby. Hercules is getting choked out. He's like, Issue number 227. All Hercules and Thors go to heaven. Issue number 228. The birth and death of Ego. Let go my ego. And we're at Adventure Comics. Awesome. Boom. Neil Adams on the cover. March of '66. And Fight for the Champions of the Universe. Jim Shooter wrote it, and Jim Shooter did the art with Kurt Swan. This is great. Karate Kid's in it. The Fatal Five. That's Validus. Validus is in the current DC comics right now. And I got a little Lulu. She's got a cactus. This is, I don't even know. It's a 10 center, baby. Little Lulu. And this is for my boy, Metarog. This goes out to you. The Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu, issue number 56. I needed this one, and now I got it. Look at that. Look at that, man. He looks like Bruce Lee. You know, Bruce Lee has a brother named Braca. Braca Lee. Yeah, yeah. What do you call a redheaded kid that's good at martial arts? The Karate Kid. Master of Kung Fu, issue number 95. Awesome. Awesome. Great series. And I already have this one. Zorro, issue number 3. And Zorro, issue number 4. The thing is, I don't have a list of what Zorros I have, but I already have 3 and 4. And I picked this beauty up. Gold Key, Hanna-Barbera, The Flintstones, and Pebbles. That's great. Awesome. And I got Ghost by DC Comics. The Ghost in the Devil's Chair, Shadow of Death. The Ghost of General Ike. Issue number 21. It's in a condition of whoa minus. Yep. Yep. The kid's like raising ghosts and stuff. I mean, that's a weird kid, man. I tell you. I remember at work years ago, my daughter was little. It was take your kid to work day, right? And everything's going great. Then all of a sudden, I'm surrounded by all the guys, and she's sitting there. She starts crying. I said, "What's the matter?" She says, "Where's all the clowns you work with?" I said, "That's talk that we have at home." I said, "She didn't mean it, guys. You guys aren't clowns." And I got this from my man Shannon. Adventures of the Planet of the Apes, issue number 6. This says newsstand. I'm all over that like stink on a monkey. I did not have issue number 6. And what else? And I picked up issue number 11. I have this one. And now I have 2. Awesome. Secrets of the Haunted House, issue number 7. This is really in a condition of whoa minus. But what a great cover, man. Awesome stuff. Issue number 7, man. Nice. And Adventures of the Planet of the Apes, issue number 10. That horsey's going to get crushed. And I picked this up. Yes. And what do Romans cut paper with? They're Caesars. I picked this up. This is Marvel Tales starring Spider-Man. Double feature special, issue number 30. Bonus, Spidey versus Kazar. The Horns of the Rhino. Enough said. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah, work. We could all use some time off. I'm gonna take a day off Monday, maybe. I'm gonna call in healthy. Say, no, not coming in. Guys, thanks for joining me. The Unknown Comic. Yeah. So, all right, let me tell you now. Okay, so the first appearance is actually J. Jonah Jameson's son, Jonathan, who was an astronaut, and he has a medallion around his neck. And you know what? He is the Man Wolf. The first appearance of Man Wolf. Booyah! All right, this is issue number 124, Amazing Spider-Man. What do you think, dudes? I know, you guys got it, because you're smart. Yes. All right, guys, we're going to take it out. We're going to take it out. We're going to take it out. We're going to shake it and take it. All right. Let's see here. Guys, I can't thank you enough for joining me, man. I was in a bad mood, dude. You guys cheered me right up. Cheered me right up. Please comment. You guys are the best. I was feeling like a poopy pants. Wasn't in a mood to do the song and dance. You guys and your comics bring me joy. It's like eating a whole box of Chips Ahoy. When it comes to brains, I ain't got squat. I gotta read some comics and I'll get real smart. Read your comics, they make you smart.